for a Harry Potter party. I'm super excited. If you want to learn how to make the ultimate Harry Potter birthday party, then follow me because I will amaze you. All these beautiful things have been either loaned to me by my awesome sister-in-law, who is also an avid Harry Potter fan, or little things that I've made and collected. So it's gonna be super fun, and I'm gonna show you around, and you're gonna learn how to put on the perfect Harry Potter birthday party and amaze your kids, amaze your friends, and have a lot of fun at it, because let's be honest, everybody loves Harry Potter, and Harry Potter is so much fun. Favorite projects that I made because it's such a centerpiece, and it was really quite simple. I made a bunch of custom-made envelopes. It was really easy. I found a website online that showed you how to do it, and I will put the link in the description. But I made a bunch of envelopes, and I put on some characters from the books and some made-up addresses, strung them on some fishing line right to the fireplace, on up to the ceiling, and it looks just like from the movie. I laid out my LED lights. We have our lovely sorting hat, head wig, and this Grimm teapot, which has the marking of the Grimm inside it, which I just think is the bomb. I think that is such a cool little trinket. Not something that you want to set out for the little kiddies at a kiddy party, but up for the adults to enjoy. And here's another project from my polyplastics. This is my mandrake. I had a lot of fun making him. Again, polyplastics is the best, and I attached some fake leaves, gave him a spray paint, printed off this label, and he is now come to life in my living room. One of the things I made are these lovely dragon eggs. These were really easy. All you do is take Easter eggs, leftover Easter eggs. I found mine in my storage shed. And you just start painting on with hot glue. I actually traced the pattern that was already there because I had wild animal themed Easter eggs, and so I just traced the pattern on. I've got some beautiful gold dragon eggs and silver. I spray painted this with chalkboard paint and then brushed on some silver chrome. Here you are, lovely dragon eggs. And here is one of my favorite characters. This is Pickett. He's a bowtruckle, and I made him out of polyplastic. Polyplastic is the best thing since sliced bread. It is so easy to use, it's inexpensive, and will last you forever. I will share a link in the description and you can check it out. It is really fun to work with. It's just a sheet of plastic, small, but it'll last forever. You stick it in some hot water and it's moldable, and you can do anything you want to it. I just added some fake leaves, gave him a paint job, and he looks like a real Pickett. And here we made some pixies from Professor Lockhart's office, the ones he set free. I just took some regular old mason jars and I put on some, on the inside, I layered it with some Mod Podge, and I stuck on some white tissue paper and then Mod Podged over it, filled it with some fairy lights, and then stuck in a couple of the little pixies silhouettes, stuck it in there. I just printed them off, cut them out, stuck them in there, and voila, we have our very own pixies. Every good party starts with an awesome invitation. These were more envelopes that I handmade that were really easy. They're a lot easier than you think. So links in the description on that, but here's our invitation with a lovely wax seal with Hogwarts on it. And that was a really fun craft for my daughters and I to do, so that was really fun. And oh, really good tip. Don't pour the wax directly onto the invitation and stamp it. Pour it onto some parchment paper and stamp it. That way you get them just right and you don't have to worry about it. And then you can hot glue the stamp right onto the invitation like that. And here you go. I used some really nice rough looking paper, and of course I took a lighter to the edges to make it look burned, give it the burned effect, which I love. It gives it so much more authenticity. And just borrowed some fonts online, and voila, it was perfect, it's cute. I've had a lot of great feedback, and that is how you start off the party on a magical foot. Here is our Harry Potter cake, which took me several days to make, and I almost threw in the towel, and I almost thought that my daughter wasn't gonna get a birthday cake for her birthday because everything was falling apart, but I pulled it out of a hat and it all worked together. So we have our Hedwig and we have our mail around Hedwig. We have our Rice Krispie treat books here and here. What I did was put a poster board underneath the entire book and directly on top of this cake on the straws, and that worked really well because before it was crushing the cake, it wasn't holding, it wasn't working. So use your straws, use your poster board right there underneath. That is what this lovely wand is hiding. So I hand painted on a silhouette of Hogwarts. We've got our Slytherin scarf to honor my daughter's love of Slytherin, and everything is made of fondant except for the inside. We got the chocolate cake and we've got the Rice Krispie treats. And I hand painted this top book, hand painted this bottom tier, as well as the silhouette and the stripes on our Slytherin. One of the things that I love doing is going to the dollar store and getting really cool, nifty items. This is my favorite experiment because it is a lot more theatrical and flashy. So here we have, say, a can of butane gas, and I renamed it flesh-eating slug repellent. And I have this bowl of really soapy water with dish soap in it. And if you get good at getting dish soap the right consistency for blowing bubbles for kids, that's the consistency you want, because that's exactly what we're trying to make. We're trying to make butane gas bubbles. We're gonna stick it in and make some bubbles. All right, go ahead. And remove this so it doesn't catch fire. And I'm gonna move this farther away. All right, go ahead, Claire Bear. Okay. There we go. Super fun. We'll do it again. This is a really fun one. Yeah, go ahead. Whoa! Safety first, right? Yeah. Whoa.